what's up, everybody? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack, and welcome to my corner of YouTube, the corner of the internet. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I hope that it was restful. I hope that it was soothing. I hope that you got drunk but didn't get hungover and had sex and had a good weekend and all that stuff. But thanks for being here. This is episode number 101 of the show. We did it. We made it to 100 episodes. And I just want to start off by thanking everybody for an amazing Friday. You guys are the absolute best. I love the deckheads and everybody that showed up and showed out. And listen, if you're in the chat right now, you just saw me post, change is inevitable. And you're going to notice something. For the first time in 101 episodes, I didn't start the show with a phone call. I felt like it's run its course. You guys know me. When I feel like something is kind of done, I just stop doing it. You gotta come up with something new. So this will be the first episode ever where we didn't start the show with a phone call. Now you might also notice something else that's new. We've got a different camera and a different camera angle. When I started this venture, was looking to get a particular camera called the Logitech C920. And they were difficult, if not impossible, to come by. It is a webcam. It sits on top of the TV. It gets out of the way. It gives me more room. I can get more screen real estate. It would be ideal if I had one. Couldn't get one until my brother-in-law, Raymond, came through in the fucking clutch and brought me one over this weekend. People, I'm fucking pumped about this. Now, I want your opinion on what you think. Do you like the new look? It's a little bit different angle. Normally, you're used to me being like right here, I guess, or whatever. I don't know, it being down. It's a little bit different angle. I'm personally digging it. I think it makes the colors in the background more realistic as well. Give me your thoughts. But you guys know one thing I do like to do is shout out all the deckheads when we get started. And again, I want to say thank you for a wonderful Friday. Shock texted me on Sunday and he goes, have you come back down to earth yet after the Friday that you had? And I was like, no, I'm still on cloud nine. It was the most amazing feel. Second only to the first episode of this show when everybody showed up and I was like, well, what the fuck are we going to do? This is going to be a thing. It was pretty badass. And I think my birthday was a close third in there as well. So anyways, I got to say shouts out to everybody that showed up in the chat. Looky here. Guess who didn't get first, bitches? Chris Householder. Yeah, he said in the chat, I'm not going to be able to make it all week. No one gives a shit. The fact is you didn't get it. Congrats to Virginia Buttonweed and all the hate that House gets in the chat on a daily basis for being second. Francisco Abarca, I see you, buddy. Terrence J is in the building. KD is in the house. Get your PlayStation fixed, bro. Chris Reyes is here. Speaking of Virginia Buttonweed, Barry's going to lose his voice today yelling about the Texans. I'm not gonna yell. I might yell a little bit. We'll see. Chris Reyes, I said, who else? Uriel Villanueva is here. P. Jones in the building. Fidel Limon, Eric Resendez, truck driver Pookie. Rudolph. What's up, Rudolph Rodriguez? Who else? Francisco Abarca is here. Gregory Vega Jr. is here. Clarence Marshall is here. Matt Poche. Alex Villanueva. Sandoval in H-Town is here. Keith Sager, what's up, buddy? Aaron Little, I got already. Cowboy Fan, what up, dude? I know I got some more videos to chop up for you guys from Cowboy Fan for the week. PK, what's up, girl? Good to see you this weekend. Brandon Martinez is here. Mimi's in the building. Hi, Mimi. Hi, girl. Who else? Billy Keller is here. That's dope. I like seeing that. Cece, what's up, girl? Hello, Decaliciousness. She always has something cute to say. Alan Denson is here. John Dory. Hi, Jen. Hi, Donna. Happy freaking Monday to you, sweetie. Justin Swinford. Who else? BZH 420. By the way, everybody was like, bro, BZH 420 is a cool ass dude. We did lots of fireball shots because of that guy. So that's dope. Who else? Aaron J. Bryan is in the building. G-Man is here. This is awesome. Everybody show. Titan Hugo. Tighten up, buddy. Tighten up. Walt Walker is here. I dig it. Justin Kelm is here. That's dope. Wallace Wills, what's up? Okay, let's see. So I'm trying to catch up. No phone call. Hey, Mike Leaveshock, what's up, buddy? Frank Ruiz is here. Yeah, so I'm trying to see. Shock said that this new camera angle hides the chins. Good move. That's kind of like what I thought. Yeah, the lighting is there. So I look a little pale. Well, that's the, I think that's just this light. Let's see. That better? No? I can adjust this camera. Well, I can adjust the other camera too. But I can pump up the saturation a little bit. How's this? Huh? Now who's pale, house? Instant tan. Okay, maybe that's a little much. Nose is still crooked. Go fuck yourself, Chris Reyes. I hate you so much. Is it? I swear my nose is not fucking crooked. Oh my God. I gotta fix it. I look real pale. It's like super pale? I don't know. Oh, it's got to be this light. Here, let me fire down this light some. Does that fix it? Is that better? Need some milk? Better. Okay, Donna, thank you. That is a ton better. Oh, good. Okay, let's do this. All right, guys, we have a shit ton to get to. Now, I want to start with some sports, but I'm not even as angry about the Texans as I am about what happened this weekend. And if you don't mind, can we talk a little personal life before we start screaming and yelling about the Texans and the Saints and the Cowboys and what a shithole this whole region is right now? What a shithole we live in for football. Saints suck. Cowboys suck. Texans really suck. All three shit the bed. Titan Hugo, you can suck it. Get out of here and go to Tennessee. No one wants to hear your shit. Hey, at least the Eagles still suck, right? All right, can I bitch for a moment though? Can we get personal? Can we talk about my life? Hey, what's up, Marsha? What's up, Robert Likes Beer? All right, I need to talk about my homeowners association for a second. Because if you've never lived in a neighborhood or you don't know, so homeowners associations basically are in charge of deed restrictions. And deed restrictions say what you can and can't do and have to do in your neighborhood. And, you know, oh, you got to take in your trash cans. You got to take down your Christmas lights by the end of January. You can't put them up before the beginning of December. You can't paint your house pink. You got to mow your yard every month or so. What's up, Corey? Yeah, exactly. Corey gets it. Fuck the HOA as a staff, record label, and as a crew. CNA slots NFC, he's going to be 6-10, bro. It's looking like it. Now, yes, Chris Reyes, HOA, Angry Karens. But here's the deal, guys. So, the way this happened was, I get home. Nora gets home from work on Friday after the show. I'm cloud nine. I'm riding high. I'm like, babe, episode 100, Shock showed up. Trey Tutson showed up. John Westling showed up. Joel Blank showed up. Nick showed up. We went 3 hours and 45 minutes. The deckheads showed up. They were so generous and so kind. The deckettes just absolutely showed out with their kindness and generosity. And then I get done and I'm in there and I'm going and I'm like, man, it's so great. It's so. And she goes, hey, will you teach me how to use the pressure washer? Because I'm going to pressure wash the driveway. And I was like, why? And she was like, because it just doesn't. I was like, babe, it's not that bad. I've seen way worse driveways in the neighborhood. She goes, yeah, but I just want to do it. I was like, you know what? I'll do it. I don't want you to have to do it. I'm not going to teach you how to do it. I'll pressure wash the driveway if you think it's that big of a deal. I just don't think it's that big of a deal. She was like, I just want to get it done. I was like, all right, I'll do it. And y'all, I am not shitting you. 20 minutes later, I'm sitting on the couch and I get a notice in my email from my HOA. And it says, courtesy notice. Warning, please pressure wash your driveway. And I was like, what the fuck? Now, I want to say this. It ain't that fucking bad, first of all right? I took a picture of 15 different driveways in my immediate area that need to be pressure washed, all right? And they all look like mine. Now, I told Nora it was irony. But the more that I thought about it, the angrier I got. It's a fucking driveway. All right. So I don't know. Maybe I lost. Nora told me to calm the fuck down. And I said, no, I was angry. So I immediately jumped in the car. I drive around the neighborhood and I take a bunch of pictures of driveways. And then I come back home and I post on Facebook. And this is what I sent my HOA on Facebook. So here's some driveways on the right. None of these are my driveway, by the way. None of these are my oh, actually, I think one of these is my driveway, but you can't. No, none of these are my driveway. Oh, yeah, no. I don't know. Is one of these? I can't even tell if this is my fucking driveway. So these are driveways in the neighborhood, and I get a courtesy letter. So I went to our neighborhood Facebook group, and then I posted this. Whoever decided to send me a courtesy letter telling me I needed to pressure wash my driveway can courtesy go fuck themselves. This is what you think is the problem in this neighborhood. Why don't you fix those rednecks assholes that drive up and down Chateau Creek Way, getting to the creek and throwing trash in there? Fix that and quit worrying about my driveway. P.S. I decided to go for a quick drive. You can't even find mine. You can't. That's how petty I am, house. I took pictures of all the driveways in my area. Fuck these people. Okay? Fuck them. Listen, I didn't turn anybody in. I didn't turn not one. No, VB, no. But goddamn it, if I'm going down for some bullshit ass dirty driveway nonsense, and there are 15 other fucking dirty driveways just in a half-mile radius of my house, you goddamn right I'm talking shit. And I'm posting now, I didn't post any addresses. No one can see like which house was which. All that raggedy bitch that sent me the letter has to do is drive around and look at it. I don't know if it's a lady or a man. It doesn't matter. Y'all know me. If I use bitch, it's universal. It doesn't have to be a woman. It might have been a dude that sent me that letter. He's still a raggedy bitch, okay? And that's really House's word, raggedy bitch. I prefer raggily. I like an L in there, you raggily bitch. I don't know. It's a little more southern. Jose Lima said, I'm Barry 6'9". Shut up, Jose. It's not snitching, Jose. It's use case. It's examples. I didn't go out and snitch on these people. I went out and got examples of their driveways, okay? Just playing devil's advocate. Maybe those, and no, by the way, I got back from taking these pictures and Nora was like, you're a fucking idiot. You are a goddamn insane person. You went out driving around taking pictures of people's driveways. Do you know if they saw you, what kind of lunatic you would look like? I was like, I don't care. I got a point to prove. And then, so I posted that in the Facebook, and then I said, one lady was like, well, if you want your resale value, you gotta really do your thing if you want it to be nice. And I'm not selling my goddamn house right now. I don't give a shit about resale value. Plus, it ain't that bad. I wish I could find the goddamn picture of my driveway. I'm gonna ask y'all. No, there's still not White Claw in my system. Shut up. I'm gonna post. Hold on. We're gonna look. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if my driveway. Did I delete all the driveway pictures? Yeah, this is my driveway. Let's post this up, shall we? I know. Listen, I know you guys aren't used to pauses when I do this show. Sometimes pauses are okay. It's not a big deal. But I want you guys to see my driveway. And I want your opinion on how bad. Should I have gotten a letter on this? Okay? Should I have gotten a letter? I'm fucking heated about this. I'm going to tell you right, Barry Fires. Shut up, Terrence. I'm not Barry Fires. Now, Jen, I think Jen's been on the HOA, but she said typically those on the HOA board are not the ones issuing the warning. It's usually the property management company. Having been on HOA, it's a thankless job, but a necessary evil. Jen, don't talk to me right now. Nope. Don't talk to me, Jen. You're one of them. You're one of them, Jen. You are one of them. You're out to get me. Why won't this picture? All right, now, how do I save this? Save. All right, I want your opinion, guys. Does this driveway look... Jen, you're in an HOA. Is this driveway, is this bad? Is that worthy of a fucking letter? Come on. I think that's hoe shit. That's not bad. Is that bad? Should I have gotten a letter? Yes or no, chat? Should I have gotten a letter? I don't think that's that bad. Thank you. 2 no's already. Jen, no, it's not. Yes, it is. Shut up, Chris Reyes. I see weeds. Kiss my ass, PK. Donna says no. Maple Shade, you might as well burn the driveway. You might as well burn the house down with the driveway like that. Barry, you need to pressure wash the driveway. Shut up, Sergio! Kiss my ass. Looks normal. No letter, no. But it's not that bad. How you have weeds in your driveway cracks? Because I'm a human being, okay? Listen, don't judge me. Judge not lest you be judged, Reverend asshole. Looks like something someone would park a car on. Listen, this is why I was so mad. Can we do lawn crack talk? Oh my God, you guys are worse than my fucking wife. Why are you hounding me about something so simple? I have not mixed up weed killer in a few weeks, okay? That's happening this week. With the rain coming and all that, and I'm lazy. Get off my ass, all right? I got one wife. I don't need, how many are in here right now? I don't need 87 more wives. Oh, that doesn't even work. That's supposed to work. Yeah, I don't need 87 more fucking wives, all right? So y'all can all kiss my ass, chat. My driveway isn't that bad. And whoever sent me the goddamn letter can kiss my ass too, all right? I'm not fat. Well, okay. I mean, that's probably a fair statement. Man, my eyes are like foggy. Ooh, okay. G-Man said I should have a member of the HOA on my show. Hell no. Corey Carr. Corey, shut the hell up. Corey said I wouldn't let my 94 Explorer near that shit stained concrete. Well, good, because I wouldn't want it near that shit. I mean, near the... Shut up, Corey. So what happens if you don't wash the driveway? Do they ticket you? That's a good question. So you have 30 days to remedy it. But this wasn't a notice of violation. It was a courtesy notice, which is why I said they could courtesy go fuck themselves. What? Why? It's not that bad. They're acting like this shit looks like it's just, you can't even see the concrete. Anyways, that pissed me off. Now, one other thing I want to discuss before we get into sports, and I promise you we're going to talk sports. They will. Yeah. Now, eventually, if you don't remedy it, and it takes a long time to get there, but eventually, if you don't comply with the HOA requests or win in court, if you decide to fight it, they can slap a lien on your property and kick you out. That is 100% fact. HOA is the biggest racket as far as power. Listen, as a former realtor, I will tell you that deed restrictions and homeowners associations are very necessary. And most of the people, not all, some I should say, and I know several members of our board, and they are wonderful human beings. They really are. They're good people, and all they want to do is just help the neighborhood. They're not out to, make anybody's life miserable. Now, some of them are, like somebody said in the chat earlier, some of them are fucking Karens on a power trip that just want to do it for the glory. I don't know what glory you get. It's like a lot of them are like they were cheerleaders in high school and they long for that popularity again because they're pretty much nothing now. And so they're like, well, I just fucking, I work at a 7-Eleven and I don't really do anything. So I need something to make me feel good about myself. I'm numb inside. So let me be a bitch to a bunch of people in my neighborhood who are minding their own fucking business. And then some of them are nice, So it just depends. Like the ones I know, I won't say their names, but they are sweethearts of people. They are sweethearts, and I love them to death, and some of them can go fuck themselves. But yeah, they'll put a lien on your property. But at the end of the day, pretty much bullshit. Brandon Martinez, I work at a 7-Eleven and I'm numb inside. See, that's why I went with 7-Eleven, because there's none around here. So I knew I couldn't offend anybody that worked at a 7-Eleven. Because there is no 7-Elevens left around here, is there? It's all like Northeast and Midwest, right? Hold on, maps.google.com. If there's 7-Elevens around here, I'm going to be pissed off. 7-Eleven. Oh my God, there's a 7-Eleven! What the fuck? Well, listen, if you work at a 7-Eleven, I apologize. There's not a ton in Spring and Conroe. Oh, Stripes is owned by 7-Eleven. That's what it is. Yeah, okay. Okay. But, so, because the Stripes pops up as a 7-Eleven in front of my neighborhood. All right, nice try. Nice try. You guys tried to shame me into feeling bad, but I'm not falling for it. No. Unless it has the actual 7 and 11 on it, I don't want to hear your shit, okay? Now, the other thing I want to say is, oh, that got weird. What the hell? What the hell just happened to the camera? Did I miss something here? This is weird. Is it blurry for y'all? I may have to plug in the other camera. What the fuck is going on here? Hold on. Reset. Wow. How do you adjust this fucking thing? How do you fix this? Hello, camera. There's literally no way to adjust this thing. What the fuck is going on? Oh my God. Of course we're having a technical problem. Of course. Let's see. Oh, use manual focus. Hey, there we go. I don't know. We'll see how this goes here. We'll put that on 0. Okay. We're back. So this weekend, kids, check this out. Huh? Just between us gals, I tried White Claw. That shit is fucking gross. I don't know how you skanches drink that shit, but White Claw is fucking disgusting. First of all, I'm not a seltzer water guy. I didn't know what it would taste. I thought it would taste like Kool-Aid. Like, I really thought it would just be like the flavor would be more overpowering than the goddamn water, than the seltzer water. But it just tastes like, I don't know. It tastes like weakly flavored seltzer water, and the alcohol content was awful. I mean, it did nothing for any of us at the house, which is me and Nora. But I don't understand the hype for any of this shit. None of it. Why? Who loves this? Who's drinking this? Who's a fan of this, like, Bud Light seltzer and White Claw, and people are telling me, oh, you got to try this, you got to try that. I don't get it. All right? I don't understand it. Now, what I will say, now you guys may have had this happen. You guys have tried this, I'm sure. Because, anytime I bring anything up, there's going to be people that are like, oh, I've been doing that. Go fuck yourself. Okay? I haven't, obviously. So I'm bringing it up. Because there's always somebody, oh, what do you just now found that out? You just that? Nora wanted margaritas this weekend. Her and Nancy, her sister, decided that they wanted margaritas. And I was like, oh, and then Raymond, their brother, brought over the camera. So I was like, listen, I'll go get the margarita stuff. You guys chill. And then when I get back, you'll have margaritas. And I said, why don't I pick up some Mexican food from the place up front? So I went and got the margarita stuff. Got some Patron, got some mixer. And then Nancy, my sister-in-law, was like, hey, grab some ice from Sonic. Get a bag of ice. And I was like, ooh, good idea. And then I thought, why don't I just get cherry limeade slushes and we'll just put the Patron in those? I never want to have a margarita any other way ever again. That was the best. I mean, you talk about delicious. Oh my God. I don't know why we never thought to do that before, but that shit was amazing. So if I know some of you, hey, we've been doing it. Okay, cool. Fuck off. I didn't know. None of us in this house knew or even thought of it. But if you haven't and you want a game changer, go get a drink from Sonic. And you know what? I feel like you could even put vodka in there. You could put fucking rum. You can, like, gin. You can do what you want. That shit was a game changer. And Nora's like, I never want another margarita any other way. That's it. That's all I want now. I want cherry limeade margaritas with Patron. That shit was, oh my God. Now, I will try other like lime. Somebody had suggested try mango, which would probably be good too. But the slush with the Patron, it was so good. Now see, Matt. Now you're look. Ocean water with rum is great. Now I'll try because I like the ocean water. I'll try that. Corey said Powerade slush with vodka is excellent. Okay, so that's the ocean water, right? Get the ocean water slush with vodka. I'll try that. Oh, any of those slushes with vodka and Buc-ee's as an orange dreamsicle icy. Ooh. Damn. All right, you guys, let's get to some sports, shall we? We got to talk some sports. That's enough foolishness. Even though, look, here, if you're curious, this is what I have for you today. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Ah, boy. We got to talk about these Texans. And we'll talk about how bad your sex is. Here's what I have for you. We got the headlines, NFL Week 3, NBA, MLB playoffs are set. Stop crying about fucking Mike Trout. I don't want to hear that shit anymore. NCAA top 25. Joe Montana's, somebody tried to kidnap his grandkid. He wasn't having it. Plus, we'll talk about how bad is your sex and some other stuff. So let's really get into the meat and potatoes of this show today. Here's your sports headlines from over the weekend. We'll get into specifics of the sports, but these are stuff we're not going to talk about. The Bears say they're sticking with Nick Foles as their starter heading into next week, week 4. LaMelo Ball is expected to go first overall if the T-Wolves don't trade him or don't trade their pick. Which, look, let's be real for a second about LaMelo Ball. We all thought, oh, he's the worst one of all of them. Remember the videos of him shooting as a kid? Well, he's grown up some overseas, and it looks like now he's pretty good. So some people that didn't like them, just going to have to deal with it. There's going to be 2 balls in the NBA. J.R. Smith predicted the Lakers Heat NBA Finals in February. If you didn't hear about this, he was doing an AMA on his Instagram. I guess he was bored. He was like, I'm bored, long flight, ask me anything. And somebody goes, this is in February. Somebody said, who do you think is going to make the NBA Finals? And he said, Lakers, Miami. Call me crazy. Wow. Good for you, buddy. That's the insight that we all need, but I don't think many people would have thought that. Now, I do want to give credit to Kelly Eco. When I had him on the show a while back, a couple months ago, I said, who in the East are you looking at? Is it the Bucks and then everybody else and Toronto? And he's like, yeah, Toronto. He goes, man, don't sleep on the Heat though, Barry. That's a really good basketball team. I was like, Heat, Schmeat. No one gives whatever. Well, here they are. Ole Miss and Florida knelt before kickoff of their game, and of course it was a sign of unity, and of course it was met with boos because it's the South, and that's going to happen. So, also, if you didn't hear, Hunter Pence is announcing his retirement. No more weird throwing from right field, and that will be what I miss the most. He really did have the worst throwing motion of just about any outfielder I've ever seen. It looked like he pushed it. I don't know. It wasn't like a normal throwing motion. I don't know how he did. It was weird. It was weird. It was effective. And he was, at the time he was an Astro, I mean, he was one of my favorite Astros because there wasn't that many good Astros either. So, Hunter Pence, rest in peace. I mean, he didn't die, but his career is dead. So we move on. We move on to, oh boy. Your Houston Texans, folks, are not good. And last week, I ranted and bitched and moaned about the fact that this team is bad. And they're bad because of Bill O'Brien as a GM, and they're bad because of Bill O'Brien as a head coach. Well, go ahead and add the coordinators to that list. Go ahead and add the coordinators to the list of shitty things that make this Texans team awful. When you rush for 29 yards, your OC is an idiot. When you give up 169 yards on the ground, your OC is an idiot. Like, is there any, outside of Deshaun Watson, what is the redeeming quality of this Texans team? Outside of having a superstar stud quarterback, name one other thing you like about this Texans team. One thing. Don't give me J.J. Watt. Past his prime. He's old. Give me one reason. Give me one glimmer of hope besides Deshaun Watson, who can't stop the run, okay? And by the way, he's not prone. He's not infallible. He's not perfect. I mean, he had an interception. He held the ball too long. Jerome Solomon tweeted out, boy, you saw that coming a mile away when he threw that interception, because he's trying to make something happen, because he realizes he's got to make things happen, because the play calling sucks. The weapons around him are not good. The offensive line sucks. The defense is a sieve. So Deshaun Watson's looking around going, man, fuck. What do I do? I just got to run around and see what happens. And now he looks downfield and he no longer has D-Hop to go up in 50-50 balls and bail him and the entire offense and the team out. How defeating it must be if you're Deshaun Watson. And you know, he's looking at that contract going, I mean, I got my money, but Jesus, work with me, Bill. These are the particulars from the game. Obviously, Texans lose 28-21. There was one drive, and I even tweeted it out, where I was like, wow, looks like the Texans put some work in. Was that a good offensive series? Or do my eyes deceive me? And then 29 yards rushing. I mean, really, I feel like a lot of you in chat, I won't say me because I'm 46 and past my prime, but I feel like a lot of you in chat could get 29 yards rushing. I really do. Like, what is wrong here? It's rare that I am at a loss for words, but I feel like I am out of things to say about this team. I've tried to scold the fans and say, don't spend money. I've tried to abandon my fanship and say, I don't want to watch anymore until Bill O'Brien's gone. I really don't know what you do as a Texans fan. The national media is already asking for Bill O'Brien. Should he be on the hot seat and should he be fired? People were texting. I think Alex Villanueva texted me and was like, well, is he, or no, maybe it wasn't him. Somebody tweeted at me and was like, is he going to be fired? And the problem is, I don't think so. I think he could literally go 0-10 and he won't get fired, because he'll win the last 6 and be like, well, you know, we figured it out. It was chemistry. It was COVID. It was this. It was that. I don't. Texans fans don't deserve this team. Texans fans don't deserve this coach. Texans fans don't deserve to have to watch this product every single week. If I again ask you, name me one reason outside of Deshaun Watson that you get excited about watching the Texans, I'm willing to bet you that you have none. None. And that's sad. For a football town, the lack of football, the lack of good football that we've had to endure as a fan base during the Texans' reign as an organization in this city is laughable. And the McNairs don't care because they're making money and you guys are paying. And so as a city, we get what we deserve. You guys show up. You guys are tailgating. You guys are excited. You guys still wear your jerseys. You guys still buy your PSLs. As long as the McNairs make money, I promise you they don't give a shit about winning. Not anymore. If they did, Bill O'Brien wouldn't have been made the GM. He wouldn't have been allowed to run roughshod over this organization. And look where they're at now once the keys to the kingdom were given to Bill O'Brien. Look where they're at. Look at the product they put on the field. And again, I'm going to reference this by saying I understand that the first 2 games of the season, they played 2 really good football teams. But when Bill O'Brien tries to tell the media, hey, we're a really good football team. Really? Because you didn't look like a really good football team against any of these teams. You laid eggs. It looked like the Chiefs and the Ravens and the Steelers were playing a Pop Warner team. It wasn't even close. It was never close. Good football teams that aren't there yet, but on the way, put up a fight. They make it competitive. This team's not even putting up a fight. It's not even competitive. They're getting out coached. They're getting outplayed. They're getting out GM'd. They're getting out whatever you can think of. They're getting out that. But this is our team. This is who we get to root for. And you and I have no say in it. The only say you have, the only way you can speak is to stop spending your money. Stop going. I know you're going to watch. We have to watch. It's football. But when we're allowed to go back to the stadium, and all of you blindly rooting for Texans fans, go back. Blame yourself. I don't want to see the bags on your heads. I don't want to see this team sucks. You suck as a fan. If you keep supporting this team, you suck as a fan. How about that? Hate me now. Don't give a shit. This ownership, this coaching staff, I don't give a shit if they win out. Let me be real clear. It's week 3, and there will be people, Barry's overreacting. Look, you can watch what Bill O'Brien does. And just take for example, mid-game, right? There was a point where they were trying to get points, and Deshaun Watson bailed out Bill O'Brien. I don't remember if it was late in the half. I think it was late in the half. But he uses his last timeout, and then they throw a touchdown. The problem was using the last timeout at that moment, which Bill O'Brien has never been good at timeout or clock management. The problem was if they get sacked, now there's no points available to them. Now they don't even have time to kick the field goal. There was like 19 seconds left. He uses a timeout rather than getting up and spiking the football and then calling a play. He uses his last timeout. It's poor management. He's shitty. He may be a great schemer. I don't know. But in game, Bill O'Brien is terrible. It's awful. It's so bad. And I feel really bad for you Texans fans. I really do. I feel bad that you have to put up with this shit week in and week out, year in and year out, We went through the Dom Capers era as a new franchise with David Carr. We went through the Matt Schaub, Gary Kubiak era, where there was a year and a half of success, but you still wasted one of the greatest receivers that'll ever come through this franchise, and Andre Johnson. And now we're going through the Bill O'Brien era, where you had possibly one of the best receivers in football, period. One of the better young and up-and-coming quarterbacks in the game, period. And it's being wasted by a guy who doesn't know shit from Shinola. Shout out to the jerk. D-Mata said, have you tried to get Bill on the show? I don't want him on the show. I don't want him on the show. I don't want to talk to Bill O'Brien. I don't want to see Bill O'Brien on Sunday. I don't want to see him 9-7 AFC South champs. John, print that. Yeah, you're just fucking better than mediocre. Just better than mediocre. And I swear to you, if they lose to the Vikings and the Jags, those are two teams that this team should beat if they're a good football team. Watch them split. Because that Viking game is really losable. And a divisional game against the Jags, as the way this team is playing, also very losable. That's the other thing. You suck too. You got a guy who yelled at a fan, his own fans, when they expressed their opinion that, hey, here's a truth bomb. Here's a fact. You suck. Like, why are you going to get mad at the truth? You do suck, Bill O'Brien. Your team sucks. Your organization sucks. And then he got mad and you suck too, motherfucker. Nothing. Hey, I'm sorry. Well, I know you're sorry, but apologizing doesn't fix it. Shock said, are they even the best winless team? Well, a lot of people wanted to tell you Philly. But Carson Wentz is ass, and I never believed in the Eagles this year. And I don't know why people were on this Philly bandwagon. They're going to win. It was clear who the cream of the crop was in that division, and it's the Cowboys. And it's a shit division. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's a crappy-ass division. But I still feel like the Cowboys are the best team in there. And yeah, I mean, listen, since he is playing Joe Burrow doesn't know that he's not supposed to be good yet. That's the beautiful thing about it. Joe Burrow's like, whatever. I'm confident. We'll go out here. Let's do this. Let's pull up. You know what? I have it actually. Here's your standings. Let's take a look-see here. Yeah, Daddy did his homework. Here's your standings. God, look at the NFC East. What a shit show. Your Texans sit at 0-3 in the AFC South. The Jags have won a game. Here's your 0-3 teams. The Jets, the Bengals are 0-2 and 1. Now, I should say winless, not 0-3, because of the Bengals. So you've got the Jets, the Bengals, the Texans, the Broncos, the Eagles and the Giants, the Vikings, the Falcons. Oh, the Falcons. So those are your winless teams. Okay, now, think about what I just said. Those, if I were just naming teams, you'd be like, God, that's like some of the worst teams in football. Yeah, and guess what? Your Texans are amongst them. Now, was there a time where the Texans started off 0-3 and then rattled off a bunch of wins? Yeah, you remember that? Guess what? That shit ain't happening. You know why? Because they had better players then. They had better players then. Can you believe? Holy shit. Can you believe we miss Rick Smith as fans? Oh my God, what? I need a shot. I just realized. I miss Rick Smith, guys. Time to drink. What are you talking about? You miss Rick Smith? Yes, I miss Rick Smith as the GM of the Texans. I miss Gary Kubiak. Oh my God, I need a White Claw. Cheers, deckheads, and fuck the Texans. Oh. Ha! That hit pretty good. Whew, that was not ready. Oh my God, he wasn't ready. Hey, Eric Resendez, thank you for popping the super chat cherry today, buddy. Much appreciated. He said, Barry, this coaching staff game plan to let TJ Watt alone and rush Watson in the first fucking play of the game. I am done with this team. Yeah, did you see that? You literally ignored one of the best pass rushers in the game on play one. Everyone's like, we don't need to worry about him. What the fuck are you doing? Totally with you, Eric. It's a shit show. Absolute shit show. Here's your standings. Now, Shock had a good question. Are they the best winless team? And I'm going to say no. I think the Bengals are better. I think the Vikings are better. And I think the Falcons are better. The Falcons just fucking collapse. I don't know what's going on in Atlanta. I think Dan Quinn needs to be fired. I think that team doesn't give a shit about Dan Quinn anymore. I don't think they buy in. I don't think they believe. That team's got a lot of quit in them. A lot of quit in them. The Falcons are a mess. They get leads, which makes you think that's a good football team. Maybe what it is you need to fire your DC. Maybe you fire your head coach and your defensive coordinator. But offensively, this is a good football team. And I know Dan Quinn. I don't know what's going on in Atlanta. Got to do something, though. Because you're blowing big leads. It's a travesty. I mean, the special teams blunder against the Cowboys and now this. I think the Falcons are a better football team by far than the Texans. Because at least they're in it. The Texans aren't even blowing big leads and looking bad. They're just blowing. They just blow. But yeah, and the Vikings I feel like are better than the Texans. I don't think they're obviously not playing well. But man, guys, how do you give up 169 yards rushing and gain 29 yards? That is fucking awful. Somebody said, Virginia Button said, why did he pat his chest looking for a shot glass? Oh, you grabbed the visual joke. Okay, cool. Good job. I'm glad you picked up on the visual joke that I did. Had to point it out. Cool Brees said, yeah, bring back the XFL. God, I long for the days of a good football team in this town. Go Roughnecks! Or whatever the fucking thing was. What is the Texans plus minus? The Texans are a plus minus 38. Let's pull this up here. Let Daddy get the. Hold on. Why is the room brighter today? What did I miss? New camera, White Magic. New camera. It's a dawning of a new era. I'm using a Logitech C920 webcam on the top of my monitor, which frees up more real estate for Daddy during the show. I don't know. We're gonna see it. I would like to have multiple camera angles. Yeah, who the fuck knows? That's not important right now. What's important right now is the Texans fucking suck. What? I'm so fucking angry. All right, let's get this. Let's pull up. Nope, don't show the bookmark bar because I don't need you guys seeing my porn bookmarks. Now, here. Oh no, we don't want picture in picture. We want it full screen. What the fuck is going on here? Oh, that's entire screen. No, we want Google Chrome. All right, so your Texans, a minus 38. If you don't know what this means, who's fancy? If you don't know what this means, they have given up 38 more points than they've scored. It's real fucking simple. The Colts are a plus 39, if that's any indication of how shitty this team is. There's the Jets at a minus 57, so that's pretty awful. So don't say that the Jets are necessary. The Jets have only scored 37 points. God, there by the grace of God goes the Texans, right? I mean, the Texans have given up more points than the Jets have, which is fucking laughable. So your other 0-3 teams are winless teams. The Bengals are a -8. They've scored 66, given up 74. There's your shitty-ass Texans. Broncos are a -25, scored 45, given up 70. Not great, but of course, you know, the injuries that they've had as well. And then you look at the Eagles and the Giants. The Giants are a shit show, let's be real. -41, given up 38, given up 79, scored 38. Eagles 59 and 87. That's a lot of points, giving up 87 points already. Vikings are -27. That defense. Remember when we all thought the Vikings had a good defense? You remember that? Remember when we were all like, man, this Vikings defense is good. Nope. Not good. Giving up 102 points, scoring 75. Falcons giving up 108 points, but they're putting up 90. So you can see some teams have some defensive troubles. The Texans have both. They've given up 95. They've only scored 47. They're right in the middle of average. They're right in the middle of shitty mediocrity. They're not the worst team. They're not the worst of the winless teams. They're not the best of they're it's the most Texans thing in the world to be averagely shitty. Go figure. They are the 9-7 of winless teams. They are the middle of the road, vanilla, missionary sex, shitty team. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I know we have a lot more sports to get to. So at this point, I think what I'm going to say is, fuck the Texans. Now, let's talk about NBA for a second, because we have our finals. The Heat beat the Celtics in a hell of a game. Yeah, we're going to talk baseball, LFG, I promise. We're going to talk baseball. Hey, what's up, Joseph? Hey, Barry, was there a Sunday night game last night? I might have missed it. I don't know. What happened, buddy? I didn't see anything. I don't know. Is there an undefeated team you have in mind here? Is there a team that hasn't lost yet that that's put up 122 fucking points already this year? Is there a team you can think of, Joel? I can't. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I mean, I know there's like this team in Wisconsin that's scored like 122 and they look pretty good. And man, maybe I'm going to do yoga. Fuck. If I do yoga, will I score 122 times? Fuck. Your Packers look good, bro. And what's crazy, Joel, is there's been a quarterback change in Chicago and they're 3-0. They're 3-0 and they're like, yeah, fuck Trubisky. We're going in a different direction, even though things are going okay. The Bears are not, Sean, I love you, buddy. I love you. Bears, not the best 3-0 team and might be one of the worst 3-0 teams. Let's do this. We're going to get to basketball next hour. We have plenty of sports to talk about. So let's take for a moment, let's discuss the worst undefeated team. It ain't the Bills, because Josh Allen is balling his balls off. That was too many balls in one. It ain't the Steelers and the Ravens. They're really good football teams. It ain't the Titans. Titan Hugo, you must feel so good about yourself. No, Justin, it's not the Steelers. The Steelers are a good football team. They are a good football team. Tennessee looks tough. Kansas City looks good. Can you believe the Washington football team sits atop the NFC East? That is so trash ass. Oh my God. Oh my God. Green Bay, Chicago, undefeated, and the Seahawks. So, you tell me, who's the worst undefeated team on that list between Seattle, Chicago, and Green Bay, the Chiefs, the Titans, the Ravens, the Steelers, and the Bills? It's a no-doubter. The Bears. It's the Bears. No, the Titans. Get out of here. I disagree 100%. I don't think they're, top 3 of the undefeateds. But the Bears by far are the worst team. I mean, they even benched their starter and they're 3-0. That's how bad it's going good over there. Yeah, Bears for sure. Steelers, I don't know, man. I kind of believe in this Steelers team. Now, I don't think they're going to beat the Ravens. I don't think they're winning that division. But I am a Mike Tomlin fan. I'm a Mike Tomlin stan. So I think what he does out there year in and year out, he makes that team better than it really is from a player's perspective. And don't look now, but can we just, before I go to break, because it's 2:57, and I won't make you endure a full 5-minute break. We're going to do like a 2-minute break, maybe. I'm going to go pee. I'm going to grab another drink just in case, and then we'll get back to it. But can we all just pause for a moment and appreciate the fact that the Patriots are 2-1 and look really good? I really didn't think that this team would even have a winning record. They got old. Who's the superstar on that team? Don't tell me Cam. I mean, Cam is good. But this is typical Patriots, typical Bill Belichick. Yeah, we don't need Tom Brady. I mean, what's crazy to me is that the Patriots for years, have done this. They've been like, yeah, no one person is bigger than the team. No one's going to get a crazy big contract. Sorry, Tom. We're going to manage our budget. We're going to be just whatever. We're going to be so bland behind the scenes. But they win. They run the football. They play great defense. I mean, they've given up, 66 points? It's pretty fucking good. It's pretty stout, even though the Dolphins have given up 65. That's pretty good, too. That's a good football team. So, I don't know. Both the Patriots and the Bucs are 2-1. So, are we ever going to get the answer to the question, was it because of Brady or was it because of Belichick? Because right now, they're both having success without each other. Which I kind of like, actually. If I'm being honest, it's kind of cool to see the Patriots doing well with Cam and a revamped Patriots team. And it's kind of cool to see Tom Brady and the Bucs doing well, even though that team should be loaded. They should be better. They should do well. The start was rough, but I think next segment we need to talk about Drew Brees. Is he done? Saints 1-2. Lost to the Raiders. And I get losing to the Packers. I get that. Wow. Let's talk about that. And let's talk about NBA. Let's talk MLB. Let's talk about your Astros' chances of making the World Series. Let's talk about Mike Trout not in the playoffs again. And I don't give a shit. Stop crying about it. Let's talk about all that and more on the other side. It's 3 o'clock. I'm going to take a real quick break. Everybody go poop. Everybody go pee. Everybody go smoke a cigarette. We're going to be back in 2 minutes, okay? This is Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thanks for being here. See you in a second. 2 of Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you for being here. If you're just joining us, if you're just tuning in, because I don't know, maybe this is when you're allowed to get on the interwebs at your house or at your job or wherever. Thank you for being here. Very much appreciate it. If you stuck around through the break, as always, I really appreciate that. I know the breaks kind of put a damper on the thing, but you know, sometimes you gotta pee. And I went and grabbed another drink. I'm a basic bitch. It's just not good. But I bought the thing and I decided I'm gonna finish it. So fuck it. Might as well drink it on the show, right? I mean, I'm already here. Might as well drink it. Claw is the law. No, it is garbage. It is trash. It reminds me of Zima. I had a Zima one time and was like, this tastes like the sweat from a vagina. And this, in fact, I was looking at the ingredients of the White Claw. And it says the ingredients are purified carbonated water, alcohol, natural flavors, cane sugar, citric acid, natural cherry juice concentrate, sodium citrate, and the tears of white women. It's right there. The tears of white women. If you drink too many of these, you will ask for the manager. That's a fact. It's 100% truth. Now, we got a lot of shit to get to. And before we do that, though, guys, I got to pay some bills because I got to give a shout out to the Boiling Dragon and Hemp Vita. And if you are looking for some of the freshest seafood south of I-10, I was going to say Mason-Dixon line, but that's east-west. South of I-10, in the Pearland area specifically, do me a favor, do your tummy a favor, do yourself a favor, do your taste buds a favor. Get over to the Boiling Dragon. They're located at 11625 Broadway Street over there in Pearland. It is seafood with an Asian twist. Their boiled seafood flavors include the house original, the garlic butter, the Thai basil. They have specials like kemping clam chowder, the chowder fries, gumbo, shrimp crab puffs, Brussels sprouts, catfish, shrimp baskets. Guys, I'm telling you right now, it's good. And you know how I know? Have I been there? No. I'm being honest. I live in Spring. Pearland's a long way to go. But I'll tell you who has been there. Cece. Right there. Cece went to the Boiling Dragon. This is what she got. And don't take my word for it. Ask her in the chat. Ask her later. She'll tell you this was absolutely amazing. She said she loved the food at the Boiling Dragon. Then you're going to love it too. Those are the chowder fries. They look amazing. Go check it out right now, 832-328-5123. Hop online, go to their Facebook or their Instagram at Boiling Dragon. You can see the off-the-menu chef specials that they have every other week. Give it a try. Check it out. It's the Boiling Dragon, 11625 Broadway Street in Pearland. And listen, while you're online, do me a favor. You're here. You're here already. Go to hempvitacbd.com. You're online. You're watching. HempVitaCBD.com. If you have been considering using CBD, you need to try the Hemp Vita products. The deckheads are rabid fans, I will say. I haven't seen a deckhead yet that has given me a negative report about anything related to Hemp Vita and their products. Their oils are good. They have oils for your pets. They have CBD gummies to help you sleep at night, the gel for your muscles and your aching joints. If you suffer from any of the following, inflammation, pain relief, needed insomnia, anxiety, maybe you have seizures, you need to relax or sleep more, those are all things that CBD has been known to help with. And all of their products, all of the cannabinoids, which is the good stuff, the CBD, it's all organically grown in the US, no THC, you're not failing drug tests. Guys, I'm telling you, deckheads, do me a favor, do yourself a favor. If you're considering CBD or you've been using it, switch over to Hemp Vita and thank me later. HempVitaCBD.com, use promo code DECKHEAD15 and you'll save 15% on your order. Now, let's get back to the sports because we still have a lot of things to cover. And I wanted to talk a little bit about basketball for a second because we have our finals. I put the slide up earlier last night. Good game. I just felt like, I mean, I think I said as much. I thought the Celtics would win game 5 and that the Heat would win game 6. It's kind of been that kind of series. Listen, I'm going to say something that maybe some of you are going to, I don't know, take umbrage with. I don't know. I had one guy already, this dude on Twitter, say some dumb shit. But I noticed a pattern developing with Brad Stevens. This is his 4th consecutive Eastern Conference Finals. 0 wins. I mean, he's literally the Andy Reid or the Mike D'Antoni of playoffs right now. The guy hasn't won. He's made the playoffs damn near every time he's been in Boston. And I know I know the talent level difference between what he's had and Mike D'Antoni. But the point is, everyone considers him to be this great basketball mind and this great coach. And he has enough talent to get him to the Eastern Conference Finals, but that's not enough to win it. I'm just saying, I think it's crazy that we hear all the time about Mike D'Antoni can't win in the playoffs, and I've never heard one person say that about Brad Stevens. Don't give me age, don't give me stars. The fact of the matter is, he gets to the playoffs a lot and doesn't win. But we'll make an excuse for him because it's easy. It's on the nose to shit on Mike D'Antoni. And I've told you guys a million times, and I'm going to keep saying it over and over. They said the same thing. They said the same thing about that stash in Kansas City. They said he couldn't win. They said he couldn't win. And then Andy Reid won a Super Bowl, and all of a sudden, he's a Hall of Fame football coach. So either shut the fuck up about Mike D'Antoni or let me see some of the hate for Brad Stevens because he can't win in the playoffs. Now let's talk about the matchup. Let's talk about Lakers Heat as your finals. Who you got, chat? Let me see it. Who you got? Call your shot now. Let's get them all screenshotted because I don't want to hear any of this. I told y'all. I told you I thought this would happen. I told you. So, Katie, I think Heat have a real shot. But do you think they'll win? Do you think that they can win? Do you think that the Heat will win, Katie? White man just said, I think Katie needs a drug test. Too much experience and talent in LA. Joel said, fair point, bigger issue is he can't get his teams to execute late in games while the Heat dissected Boston's team. Yeah, listen. Not only did they dissect the defense, but they were clutch. I mean, they made big shots when they needed to. They took over when they were supposed to. Adebayo made up the game he had when you consider that he and many others felt like defensively he was the issue in game 5. And quite the opposite in game 6. I mean, he had his best game so far, a career high. So I think if you count the Heat out, what is that? That's weird. If you count the Heat out in these finals, it's a little short-sighted. But the Lakers are better. They're deeper. The only advantage I would give the Heat, my nail is dirty. The only advantage I would give the Miami Heat, the real advantage, is that there is just hands down, no question, Eric Spoelstra is a better coach than Frank Vogel. It is not even a fucking debate. It's not even close. I think if this would have been the Celtics in the finals, I would tell you Brad Stevens was a better coach than Frank Vogel. Even though, against the Rockets and against D'Antoni, let's be real, I think Frank Vogel outcoached Mike D'Antoni. But Eric Spoelstra is he's a fucking miracle worker. Because I've said this before. I thought once he lost the big 3 in Miami, that was it. He'd get run out. He'd get Ty Lued. Didn't happen. Eric Spoelstra went nowhere. And he's proven himself to be a hell of a basketball coach. What do you mean based on what? what you have to be more White Magic. If you're gonna do that, like I can't keep up with the chat in a way, and I talk about so much, and there's a delay. So if you're gonna ask me a question like that, which I want to answer, but you have to give me all the details. I've made 7 points before and after you posted that, so I don't know which one you're talking about. So if you say that, I need you to say Eric Spoelstra. You said Eric Spoelstra is a better coach than Frank Vogel based on what? Let me know that. I need the context of it so I can answer your question. So Joel said they made Boston work on every defensive possession while the Celtics kept free stroking it. Yeah, and if your shots don't fall, it's not a good formula. It's not a good recipe for success in the NBA. Here's the thing. We can talk about the difference in this series being the depth. We can talk about this being the coaching. We can talk about it being experience. At the end of the day, only one team has LeBron James, who brings with him not only the pedigree of the best player in the NBA, the best player on the planet, but he brings with him the experience of the finals. I dare say no one in this finals has more experience than him. I'm trying to think, Iguodala. I don't think he has as many. There's no way. It's clearly LeBron has been there, done that. It's almost, if he's not in the finals, it's a weird season in the NBA. And to me, that is the cut and dry difference between these teams. You can talk about AD and you can talk about Jimmy Butler and Hero or whoever you want to bring up. The fact of the matter is it's LeBron James versus the Heat. And it's advantage LeBron. We'll see. I don't count the Heat out. I'm not saying they can't win. Why is Eric a better coach? Because he doesn't have a superstar and he's in the NBA Finals. He's taken a team that no one expected to be this good. They were what? What seed were they? The fifth? The sixth? The fifth seed? No one expected the Heat to be this good. No one. J.R. Reed. That's it. No one expected the Heat to be this good. Jimmy Butler is not a superstar. I don't think Jimmy Butler is a superstar. I think he is. Well, and see, here's where. Is he a star? Is he a superstar? Or is he an elite superstar? Is he LeBron James, Kevin Durant? I don't think he's up there. I mean, he had the chance to take over this game in Game 6, and he wasn't the man. He wasn't the star. The Heat did not advance and win Game 6 solely because of Jimmy Butler. I mean, your stars take over. So, I mean, I know we agree, but if you look at the level of talent, you're not going to tell me that the Miami Heat was the most talented team. The Heat weren't even the 2 or 3 most talented team in the East. Eric Spoelstra had a lot to do with this team. And let's be real, you had role players step up and play above what everyone expected. You had role players playing. I mean, it kind of reminds me of Toronto, except I'd rather have Kawhi than Jimmy Butler. From a star perspective, give me Kawhi every time. I'll take my chances. I know Clippers, all that bullshit, whatever. So this Miami team, that's what's so impressive to me, is that Toronto had a bona fide superstar in Kawhi Leonard, a bona fide stud, elite, best of the best. If you're drafting in the NBA, he's probably going top 5. Nobody's taking Jimmy Butler in their top 5 if we started a fantasy draft. If we did a draft for teams, if we started over and all the players went in a pot, it's going to be LeBron, it's going to be KD, it might be Harden, it's going to be Kawhi. There's a lot of other names that are going to be off the board before Jimmy Butler. And I'm not saying he's not a star. Just saying that Eric Spoelstra, the role players, and the belief in the system and themselves have propelled the Heat to an NBA Finals. And it's been fucking impressive. And a lot of that has to do with coaching. Because on the flip side of it, if you look at the Lakers, let's be real. I mean, Rondo stepped up in the Houston series, and getting him back was a big shot in the arm for this team. And they get to go back to big ball. They get to go back to playing Dwight Howard and using their depth at the 5 with JaVale McGee and Howard. And he had a pretty good game, and he had a couple of good games in the series. And they get to go back to that, or at least they did versus Denver. Can the question becomes, what's your answer for LeBron? It's not Jimmy Butler. If you say it's Jimmy Butler, you're just not being realistic. They have no answer for LeBron, and quite honestly, they have no answer for AD. Because if you ask me what's the answer for Jimmy Butler, I'll tell you LeBron. The answer for Jimmy Butler is LeBron, offensively and defensively. And then after that, what's the answer for Hero? I don't know, shit. Kyle Kuzma? I'll take my chances. Like, I don't know. I'd be surprised if this went 6. So I'm going to call my shot right now. I'm going to tell you Lakers in 5. I'll be surprised if it goes 6. Lakers in 5. I don't know which one the Heat win, but man, this LA team, as much as I hate it, where does Bam fit amongst the bigs in the league? That's a good question. I don't know, Katie. It's not really a big man's league anymore, unless you're a more flexible big man like Jokic and you have the ability to pass and maybe knock down a 3 every now and then. I mean, Bam can bring the ball up the floor. I think he's good. Somebody said he was the best big man in the league at one point, which was absolutely fucking ridiculous. There's no way. But who you got, Katie? I mean, chat. If you're gonna pit Bam against AD, Bam versus Brown, who are you taking? I'm taking the Brown. Butler versus LeBron, who are you taking? I'm taking LeBron. You mentioned Dragic can keep scoring against that Lakers defense. Who is the answer for him? That's just it. The Lakers, you figure Rondo defensively, Kuzma. I mean, this is it. And if they want to go big ball, they can do that. And the Heat can't do shit about it. It's a lot of issues that the Lakers present because they've proven now with the Rockets that if you want to try to go small ball and shoot threes, they can do that. And the Heat might decide to do that. Eric Spoelstra might say, we're not going to be able to hang with their big men. But maybe we put 4 guys on the perimeter with Bam and figure out a way to disrupt them that way. But the Lakers can play any style of offense and defense. They can play any style. They can play big. They can play small. They can run. They can run sets. They can slow it down. That's the problem with this team is they're so deep and so multifaceted. There's really nothing this Lakers team can't do. And really just about every other team in the NBA is limited in some way of trying to match that. So. All right. So let's talk some MLB because we do have playoffs to get to. By the way, did who call their shots here? I said Lakers in 5. Did anybody make a pick? Did I miss it? Lakers in 6. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 7. Lakers in 6. Lakers in 6. Katie, Lakers in 5. Heat in 7. No, you don't get to walk the line, Katie. You pick one. Lakers in 6. Okay. Oh, damn, Dre. Heat in 6. Okay. Heat. Dallas just says, the total Dallas says Heat. That's the heart, not the brain picking. Not Lakers in 8. Oh, thank you, R. Silva. Not the Lakers in 8. Way to go out on a limb, buddy. R. Silva's drunk, y'all. Lakers in 6. Lakers sweep. Ooh. That's not crazy, Aaron Little. Heat in 6. Okay. Heat in 7. Lakers in 5. Okay. Lakers probably. Yeah, I think the consensus is Lakers. And that's the other thing, Reverend. That's really the other thing we're forgetting about. The Lakers legitimately have something to play for, game in and game out. Kobe and the legacy of Kobe. and dedicating this to Kobe and winning this for Kobe. As a franchise, as individuals, as everything. So, pretty good, great point there, House. All right, let's talk a little MLB playoffs. Your matchups are set for the wild card. Here's your seedings. Rays versus Blue Jays, Indians versus Yankees, Twins, Astros, Athletics, White Sox. That's your AL Wild Card Series, your NL Wild Card Series. Dodgers, Brewers, Padres, Cardinals, Cubs, Marlins, Braves, Reds. So I'm going to show you this first. I'm going to show you the World Series odds. Dodgers have the best odds by far of any team in baseball, and they should. They're the best team in baseball by far. There's really no holes. If there's any problems with this Dodgers team, it's that their bullpen is prone to a meltdown now and then. They're not awful. They're not bad by any stretch, but they'll screw it up every now and then. So Dodgers are a plus 350, Yankees and Rays are a plus 600, and then it falls off a cliff after that. So if you're looking for the best three teams in baseball right now, it's Dodgers, Yankees, Rays, and it's not even close. And really the separation between 1 and 4 is ridiculous. Your Astros are a plus 2,500. What that means to you, Astros fans, is they have no shot. And look, I get it. Oh, yeah, but if Springer and then Bregman and then these guys hit and they can do it and they've been there. And yeah, I agree. They've been there with good pitching and a good bullpen. They have okay pitching and a suspect, no pun intended, bullpen. That's the problem. They've got all these rookies, all these young arms. These guys have never been in the playoffs. It's the bubble. There's no fans. And yes, there is an MLB bubble for the playoffs now. There's no fans, though. But still, it's a whole different ballgame. There's a lot more pressure. There's a lot more on the line. They put up a good fight. Injuries got them. Jose Altuve slumped. You're not going to win every year. Is this team built to come back? I don't know. I think we need to have a serious, listen to me. I want to zoom in. Hold on. How do I zoom in here? I know there's a zoom feature on this that I can use. Here we go. That's weird. That's creepy. But I wanted to be dramatic. Watch this. Hey, Astros fans, let's talk. That's so fucking weird. I think we need to have a serious conversation, though. And I love my Astros, and I'm representing for the playoffs. Is the window closing? Or has it closed? I think this is a serious conversation that needs to be had. I was thinking about it today when I was looking at the numbers, when I was looking at this team, the makeup. Is JVG done? JV? Is Justin Verlander no longer an Astro? Tommy John is probably missing all of next year. If he comes back, it's going to be at the end. They're all getting older. Springer's a free agent. He may not be around anymore. How much did this cheating scandal affect the psyche of Jose Altuve and a lot of these Astros? Are they never going to get out from under it until they leave this team and go somewhere else? Which of these young guys are going to step up and be studs and be stars? Or do any of them have the makeup to do that? There's a lot more questions and answers now about the Astros than we had even a year ago. A team that was in the American League Championship Series, or the World Series. They've been in the ALCS or the World Series the last 3 years. And now we're looking at this team going, damn, injuries and age and contracts are all catching up to them. So is the window closed on the Astros? The answer? I don't know. My gut says, yeah. It was a great run. Too bad the cheating puts an asterisk on all of it. And it looks terrible. They didn't cheat last year, and they still got to the World Series. They were 3 innings away from winning. That's 7th inning. But I think your reign of terror in the American League is done. I think the Rays are the new Astros. The Yankees are as good as ever and will continue to be. And there are other teams that will make hay. And I think, and this leads me into my next conversation, I think a team you better watch out for that's going to go balls out, that's going to make sure that they do everything and anything to win, and the opportunity is great because this division is not great, is the Angels. And the reason is people are freaking out about, what the hell is this? Why is there, people are freaking out about the fact that Mike Trout's not in the playoffs. Do you give a shit? I know a lot of you don't give a shit about Mike Trout. But people are like, oh, it's a shame. Mike Trout's not in the playoffs again? Mike Trout's not in the what? He's the best player on the planet. Who gives a shit? I think Ernie Banks, was it? Was Ernie Banks, he played for, I don't know, 13 seasons, 15 seasons, all as a Cub, never made the playoffs one time. Mike Trout is a filthy rich human being. And the fact that he's not in the playoffs hasn't tainted his legacy or his greatness one bit. So if you want me to cry for Mike Trout, it ain't happening. I don't give a shit. You shouldn't have. Look, you knew what you were doing when you signed a new deal with the Angels. You knew what you were getting yourself into. I don't give a shit that Mike Trout's not in the playoffs. He chose to sign with that raggedy-ass organization. If you didn't like it, Trout, you should have became a Dodger or a Cub or a Yankee or a Red Sox. Red Soxian. I don't know. But I don't give a shit that Mike Trout's missing the playoffs. I don't. Should have went to the Brewers and played with Yelich. Let's get some two-man stud stuff going like the NBA does, right? Could you imagine? Ooh, shit. I don't feel sorry for Mike Trout. I don't feel sorry for the Angels. I don't know if you saw this, but Shohei Ohtani is considering maybe not pitching anymore. Okay. Amos said, I think Barry hates rich people. No, I hate people that think they're owed something because they're rich. Or they're, well, I'm the best player in baseball. I should be in the playoffs. No, bitch, you're not on the best teams. It's not how it works. And that's not the White Claw talking. Let's get basic, bitches. Oh, yeah. It's about to get gross. I don't know how y'all drink this shit. And it's not even the black cherry flavor, because the flavor that I can taste of it is good. Okay, back on topic. Can we please stop with this Mike Trout bullshit? No one not named Mike Trout gives a shit that he's not in the playoffs, unless you're an Angels fan. And then blame the fact that they got contracts like Pujols and guys like Ohtani with all the hype and none of the production and injury issues, and the fact that they've never really gone out and got a legitimate starting pitching to put on this team to support Mike Trout. The Angels have nobody to blame but themselves. They've been mismanaged. They've spit poorly. So get out of here with this bullshit. I'm sorry Trout's not in the playoffs. I don't give a shit. Is he the best player in baseball? Yeah. But he's not on the best team, and it's not even close. So I don't know what to tell you. And yes, CNA slots. These are some nasty fucking drinks. I swear, it tastes like a stripper's foot sweat. It does. It tastes like if somebody put double the water in Kool-Aid and no sugar. Yeah, it's bad. It's not good. Katie said, if Trout never wins a title, can Trout be viewed as the best? Yeah. Yeah. Especially in a sport like baseball, Katie. You know, in basketball, 1 of 5, you're 1/5 of the team. Trout's not 1/5 of the Angels. He's 1 of 9 batters, 1 of 9 fielders, and 0 pitchers. Trout can go 4 for 4 and drive in 3 runs. But if his pitchers are giving up 5 runs a game or whatever, I mean, it's a lot different than a guy that, like a James Harden or a LeBron James or a KD, that can take over a game in basketball single-handedly. It's just the sport's not the same. So if the discussion was if LeBron never won a title, would he be considered the best? No, that's why we talk about James like we do. Great offensively, not one of the best. Best offensively, not best overall. Or considered to be one of the best offensively and not the best overall. So in baseball, it's a little bit different. You know, in baseball, you can be great. I think I used Ernie Banks earlier. I think he was the one that he won 2 MVPs, never made the playoffs. You can be great individually in baseball and be on some shitty teams. It doesn't take away from your greatness in that sport. But if you've got a great QB in football that doesn't win, or a great superstar in basketball, for some reason, it's different. And it's weird because in football, you're one of 53 men, not one of 25, 28 in baseball. But yet and still, if you're a quarterback and you're considered to be one of the best and you never win, they talk about you differently. Right, Dan Fouts? Right, Dan Marino? They talk about you differently. But in baseball, for some reason, it's just not the case. So, Kyle Wood said, White Claw stays hurting people's masculinity in chat. Yeah, that is true. Dudes have a hard time with saying that they'll enjoy a good seltzer. Now, what I like about it is that it's gluten-free and it's low carb. But it really does, if a black cherry had a bladder and could pee, I feel like this is what it would taste like. It's just the flavor is too weak. And so is the alcohol. What's up, Derek? Anybody see Barry rapping on the latest episode of The Boys? Okay, Derek. It's enough sports. We'll talk about Joe Montana and college football maybe tomorrow. But since he brings it up, all right? Since he brought it up, this is not me, you sons of bitches. This is not me. I don't even know who the fuck this is. But whoever he is, it's not me. And if you say it's me, I want you to take your penis and tuck it under your balls and taint. Put it in your b-hole and go fuck yourself, because that's not me. Just because it's a white guy with glasses and a big nose and a shitty beard and a widow's peak and short hair and a fat chin, just because all of that, it's not me. Look at this. Look, does this... Hold on. Not even close. It's not even fucking close, okay? Oh, wow. Hold on. What is this guy's name? The eye color. The wispy, raspy mustache proves that's probably Barry. Roland, you look like a fat Speedy Gonzalez, so don't fuck with me. It's not me, goddammit. And it doesn't look like me. Look, y'all said I looked like the sign language lady. Okay? You said I look like... Do you see now why I also don't wear my glasses on the stream? Do you see how annoying that would be to see those rings over my eyes? Now you see, guys, why I don't wear my glasses on stream, right? You deserve that, Roland. Go fuck yourself. What is it? So what is The Boys? I don't even know what The Boys is. I'm Googling it right now. What the fuck is The Boys? And is this guy a rapper? Because I get it if you say I look like MC Search. Everyone says I look like MC Search. I get that. I've gotten that my whole life, and I don't dispute that because, yes, I look like MC Search. But I do not look like this fucking weirdo from The Boys. I mean, a little... Oh, my God. Why does the fucking superhero show The Boys cast plot? I don't even know what this is about. What is The Boys? Barry didn't shave before hitting the studio. Shut up, Alex. You got to check out that show. No, I don't. I'm already on it, bitch. I don't need to check it out. I'm on the show. I've gotten Mike Napoli for the past 15 years. Oh, well, that sucks. The Boys is if superheroes really existed, he was just in there for 10 seconds. Okay. So it was just a cameo appearance. He's not a regular. Nonetheless, go fuck yourself. That does not... I'm trying to put this up. I don't want to put it full screen. I want to... Hold on. Where's the fucking picture that I used of the guy? Where did it go? I have no idea. I was going to do a side-by-side, but you assholes, y'all are, boy, I hate you so much. I can't find it now. Well, I can't do a side-by-side. I don't know who that is. I don't know what that is. Fact is, it's not me, and I don't appreciate you guys telling me that it's me. Look, there's plenty of, why does this bitch keep popping up? Get out of here, lady. I'm sorry your man don't bang you right. Guys, y'all have got to stop being racist, all right? You have got to stop being racist. I don't look like every chubby white guy with a big nose and glasses and short hair. It's not fair that you guys, oh, look, there's a pasty, chubby white guy with glasses and a big fucking toucan Sam nose. That's Barry. Do you know how fucking racist that is? Do you? And you know who it's not? It's not the white people saying it. I mean, it's some white people. There's a lot of white people that say it. But still, they're racist too. Fuck them crackers. But if you're black or you're Hispanic and you're saying, I look like that guy, could you imagine? Look. Could you imagine? Hold on. Let me, look, KD. That would be like me saying, KD looks like, I don't know who KD looks like. I don't really know. I mean, we know what his prom picture looks like. He looked like a Quaker Oat Snoop Dogg. But I'm saying like right there. I'm just, listen. Yeah, I did, Clarence, because I'm fighting fire with fire. Clarence said, did you just tell someone they look like Speedy Gonzalez? I said they look like a fat Speedy Gonzalez. Yes, I said that, Clarence. Yes, I did. You look like if Isaac Hayes let himself go. I don't even know what that means. Look, I will start being racist as shit right now. Do you hear me? I'm going to start calling people out too, based on race. No, he does not look like a broke-ass Russell Wilson. Look at the screen. How said Katie looks like Russell Wilson if he played Magic the Gathering instead of football? God damn, that's so true. Let me screenshot Katie's picture real quick. Oh my god damn. Oh shit. House from way downtown. Look at that. Oh shit, House, that's hilarious. Oh my god. House, that's so good. All right. Stop. Stop being racist. And stop saying I look like every fat white guy with glasses, okay? Okay. Now, let's talk about your sex life, can we? Huh? Bring it in, guys, gals, everybody. This is not just for men. This is not just for women. Let's all talk about your sex life for a second. Not that guy. Fuck that guy. Let's talk about the fact that some of you out there are having bad sex. And it's causing you to leave your partner. There was a survey of 2,000 Americans, 1,800 of which have been sexually active, and they asked them about their sex lives and what's an absolute turnoff with a partner. And it turns out you better be good in bed if you want another date. 68% of sexually active respondents said bad sex is a total deal breaker. So, chat, we got 15 so minutes left. Let's talk for a second. How many of you have ever broken up with someone because they were bad in bed? Actually, you know what? Don't answer that yet. Let's first define bad in bed. What does that mean? Because I'm a pretty simple fella. And if I can put my thing into her thing and then push it around a little bit, I mean, I'm good with that. At what point are we defining bad? Because that's like saying bad blowjob. I mean, unless you bite it, what's the bad sex? What is Jimmy Vinegar? That's so great. That's an inside joke for if you follow the war zone. If you don't get that, but that's funny as shit. So I want to know from the men, from the women, because I feel like this is more of a chick thing than a dude thing. Like some guys like, oh, she just laid there. We don't really care. If you let us put us inside of you and pump for about 20 seconds or 2 minutes or however long it takes, and then I mean, at the end of the day, how bad was it? Beats jerking off, if we're being real. But I feel like, quote, bad sex is more of a female thing than a male thing. Now, you've got your simps like White Magic who says, we care about good sex. No, you don't. You just want to put your dick in her. Stop it, White Magic. Stop trying to be all like, I'm suave and debonair. No, you're not. Settle down, Color Me Bad. I don't want to fucking hear from you because no one believes that you even know what good sex is. Okay? I'm just saying, guys, thank you, Roland. Let's face it. This is a lady question. There's no bad sex for men. If we get to put our penis inside of something and it's a female, let me know where the bad part is. You ain't even got to move. We'll do all the work. We don't give a shit. It's like someone, this is a bad blowjob. What? Bro, you got a blowjob. Stop being ungrateful. She put her mouth on your disgusting penis for a couple seconds. Stop being ungrateful. That's how this works. So I feel like this is, ladies, I realize that there's bad sex, but I want to know what defines that. What defines bad sex? Large dudes equals small D's. So are we on the whole size matters thing, Deanna? Is that it? A small dick, and that's it? If a dude has a small dick, that means bad sex. Is that? I'm asking. Al says I feel attacked. Why would you want a woman who lays there and does nothing? I mean, look, if that's how she does it, that's how she does it. White Magic, I don't give a shit. She could be a freak or she could just be, maybe she's shy and introverted. LFG, I don't even know what that means. That's a lot of talk from a dude that's married. You act like I've never had sex. That doesn't make any sense. Deanna said, well, I've had huge ones who could not use them. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So size doesn't matter if you don't know what to do with it. Is that what we're saying? It's not really. So is this true? That it's not, because usually the guys and the females that say, oh, it's not the size of the boat, it's the motion in the ocean. Either they have a little dick or their man has a little dick, and that's why they say it. That's usually the case, right? I mean, we're just being honest here, right? But that can also apply to dudes with big old honking baby arms. It's not the size of the penis, because if you don't know what you're doing with that big old thing, it's pointless. It's not about house. This isn't fucking pool. All right. It's not billiards. It's all about the angles. You ain't fucking shooting 8-ball over here, house. This ain't solids and stripes. It's fucking get out of here with your weird ass all about the angles. Who's fucking at an obtuse angle, house? If your dick goes 90 degrees, you're bad in bed. I'm just going to tell you right now. If your dick has one of those 280-degree curves on it, house, get out of here, you weirdo. All about the angles. Sydney says, if you know what you're doing, it should be good either way. I feel that. Back when we were teenagers, we just thought it had to hurt. Who were you fucking? Who thought it had? I've never been like, this has to hurt for it to be good. What? House, you have the weirdest comments on sex of anybody I've ever met. What the fuck are you talking about? So, my question then becomes, ladies, because let's be real. I'm not asking the guys this because I know the answer. Ladies, if a dude is bad in bed, are you leaving him? He could have, the prettiest, biggest dick in the world, the smallest little T9C penis in the world. But if he's great in bed with either of them, is that a game? Let's say he's great in bed with either of them, kind of a weirdo outside of the sack. And then let's reverse it. Let's throw in another scenario. He's handsome. He is kind. He loves your kids, even though he's not their daddy. He's rich. He's sweet. He's compassionate. He's handy. He's funny. All the things that women love. But he's absolutely a fucking weirdo he just is awful. He comes in 3 seconds and just not good. You don't are you sticking around? If he's bad in bed, but he's good at everything else, ladies, are you sticking around? Cece said it can't be too long. I got shit to do. Jen said rich. Oh, that changes shit. I'll teach him. White Magic said, did you just describe yourself, Barry? No, because I'm not, I said handsome and rich. Obviously not. Bitch, I ain't got no job and look at me. I mean, come on, bro. I don't have a job and look at me. Fuck no, I didn't describe me. D-Mona said, I've been told I'm the best by many women. Well, women have a way of protecting your feelings. Listen, I need to hear, all the men need to shut the fuck up for a second in the chat because I want to know everything else is perfect about this dude. Ladies, just the ladies. Guys, please stop chatting for a minute. I just want to hear from the ladies. Wow. Joel with the fucking bomb. D-Mona, your relatives don't count. I've been told by several women I'm good in bed. Joel says, D-Mona, your aunt doesn't count. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. All right. So, Donna says no, probably not hanging around. Because I want to know if everything about this man is exactly what you're looking for in a man. He's perfect in every way that you want him to be perfect, whether it's looks, money, the way he treats you, the things he's into, his sense of humor, whatever it is that you think makes the perfect man outside of the bedroom. If he sucked in the bed, but if he was a 3 in the bed and a 10 everywhere else in life, are you staying? I only want to hear from the ladies. Deanna said, I've never actually been with a rich guy, so I can't say, but I have a feeling I would be more tolerant. I like the honesty, Deanna, I really do. Sydney said, nope, that's not everything I'm looking for if one part is lacking. Okay. So, Jen, you're saying, yes, you're staying. if he's bad in bed, but he's good everywhere else, and he's the perfect man in every other way, you're staying. I like that. Donna said, I was in that situation before and I didn't stay. Okay. Well, you know what? Here's the thing about that, Donna. Why settle, right? Like at the end of the day, if you've got this perfect man in every other way, except he's bad in bed, why settle? Go find the perfect guy for you in every way, whether it be in the bed, in the streets, in the kitchen, wherever. Oh, look at you, Jen. Oh, that's so sweet. Jen said, yeah, I'm sure I have flaws as well. Penguin Katie said, yes, I would stay and teach, but only for a certain amount of time. So if he's not getting better at it, you're like, bro, it's been 3 years. How do you not know how to roll your hips yet? How do you not know how to hit it from the back? In this scenario, am I skinny? CC, you're you. It's wherever you are in life right now. You meet a man. He's perfect in every way. You're dating, you've been together, whatever. I don't know how long it takes for y'all to have sex with each other. I've been married for 20 years. The fuck do I know now? But you meet this guy. Oh, what happened to the goddamn Zoom again? The focus. But you meet this guy. He's perfect in every way except he's bad in bed. That's the question. I did like the White Magic said, wow, women are so shallow. Yeah. Surprise. They can be shallow just like we can. This guy, ZP580 said, ladies, why does it even matter? You're going to stop having sex with him when you get married anyways. Someone's bitter. Someone made a mistake. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's so funny. Truck driver Pookie says, this is the same ladies that will push his ass in with the sharks. No, I don't believe that. I think we get really honest answers from the deckettes. I really do. I think we get really, like, the ladies that you see in chat that are responding give us honest answers, whether it be freaky like Deanna or whether it be brutally honest like Donna, or, you know, somewhere where you're like, oh, like Jen and Penguin Katie, or funny like Cece. I think the ladies give us the honest truth. Sydney, Marsha, like, they're going to tell us the truth. Guys are going to bullshit. Guys, because I guarantee you, the guys in this chat are going to be like, I don't care how she is in bed. As long as she treats me right and I love her. That's a guy that's trying to fuck somebody in chat. I guarantee you, he's like, I bet you if she sees this, I might have a shot. Get out of here. Oh, man. No, Clarence, we are not going another hour. I'm exhausted. This White Claw has me lit. Speaking of, that is another episode of Barry on Deck. Thanks for the reminder, Clarence. Oh, I hope you guys had fun today. I know it was very sports heavy to begin with. What are you going to do? It's a Monday in football season, right? Football, basketball, baseball. What are you going to do? Hey, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Friday was amazing. Monday was amazing. We're on to the next 100 episodes. And this was 101. I hope you like the changes. We'll see if it sticks around. I don't know. At this point, I'm open to anything. All right, guys. Until tomorrow, be safe. Be kind. But most importantly, you know what to do. Love each other. See y'all tomorrow. Daddy's making a YouTube video!